going on. It's an epidemic. How many acres you fiddling with up there in North Dakota? I bet this is a pretty sizable operation, yeah?
Well, it is. It went from 160 when my great-grandfather started, and it's 20,000 now. So yeah, we've grown it quite a bit, and yeah, it's fun, and it's, you know, and as I've gotten older, I have a real appreciation for the beauty of that ranch land, of the diversity of the plants, and just the great things that we do for society, of putting a good, wholesome protein product on their table.
You bet. You bet. Are there? Let's talk about conservation practices. You can get as specific as you like, or as general. I'm curious if there are conservation practices that maybe you've tried that didn't work, and you decided, you know what, that one can go in the bin. We're going to try something else. Tell me the tale of some of the conservation practices maybe that you've tried or at least considered there.
Yeah, we do a lot with cover crops here, and you know, we plant a 25 species mix. We have 3 goals in that: trying to get rid of our winter feed costs in the northern plains. They're what kill us. Number 2 is trying to bring soil health back to depleted ground that, you know, was farmed for a long time and lost a lot of its organic matter. Number 3, propagate wildlife. Well, when we originally started that, we stripped the land or the cover crop fields, and we ran polywire down it, and I thought I'd be so smart I'd rotate every 2 or 3 days. Well, we had propagated the deer so much that they tore that polywire down every night, you know, from snow and things. And so then I went back to my quality of life slide in my PowerPoint and said, I don't think this is working. I'm out here, it's 20 below, and I'm looking for polywires.
Dad.
That was an educational experience.
So I'll do it tomorrow.
I like that polywire. Good for long stretches and things, as long as you don't have deer, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, there's a little glitch in there. And so what we did was we went back to a little bigger fields, more permanent fencing, and in the course of all of these practices, you always have to find what works for you. And if it works for you, don't worry about somebody else. Go with it. You know, it's not always perfect. And don't worry about all those small things.
Yeah, don't let perfection get in the way of a good thing, right?
That's exactly right.
So you've got a generational and family ranch business here. Like I said, we're going to talk to Jason pretty quick. Talk about the next generation. What are their impacts on what you do there? How you're making room for that? How are you planning for the future with your families? They're working with you.
No, you bet. Well, it's one of my big goals is to continue this legacy that my wife and I worked hard to build. And as you well know, any family operation or family business is a challenge. You've got, you know, I've got 3 boys involved, and then they all bring lives into the operation that may or may not look at it the same as you. So how do you balance all that? So what we've done, we've been out and got professional help. We're going through a whole succession plan. We use Traction. It's a business model structure. So every week at 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning, we have an hour and a half level 10 meeting. It's really got our communication amongst us going. And when the hour and a half's up, I don't care what we're talking about, it's over. And it's kept those goofy little family tidbit problems out of it. So, you know, it's a slow process. We're not quite where I want to be yet, but we've made huge progress. I'm not going to become a failure. I've watched too many people I know fail on turning this over, and I think we'll get there. It's just, you got to keep working at it and make sure those communication work, and make sure you can do all the right business structure. If you don't get the family dynamics right, you can throw the rest away.
That's exactly right. Just really quick, and I'm going to have to confine you to just a nugget here as we're wrapping up, but what advice have you shared with other ranchers? What do you got for our listeners advice-wise?
You want the next generation to come back, create some excitement, and get the hell out of the way.
That's wonderful. That's terrific counsel right there. Jerry, thank you so much for sharing what's going on your ranch there. I love the philosophy there, the idea to bring in someone to help so you can compartmentalize some of those difficult conversations. Mr. Doan, that was terrific. Thank you so much for being with us, buddy.
You bet. Come up and Come and see us sometime. We'd love to have you.
We'd love to. We'd absolutely love to. We've spoken with Jerry. Now we're going to bring in Jay Stone from Black Leg Ranch on the other side of the break.
At Beck's, we stand up for the things that matter most. Our faith, our independence, and helping farmers succeed. As the largest family-owned seed company in the U.S., we believe in the integrity of remaining an independent family-owned seed company. Since our founding in 1937, we have continued to produce quality products backed by a quality family of employees and dealers dedicated to serving American farmers. And that's something to be proud of. Beck's, founded in faith, forged in America. For more information, visit beckshybrid.com. What's the first thing you do in the morning? For many farmers and ranchers, it's checking out their farmers and things. Make Ag Web Daily use of all of your information. Not only bringing you essential news, but also covering topics such as smart farming and agriculture's next generation. Each weekday, stay informed and stay ahead with Ag Web Daily. Whether you're in farm or in the field, Ag Web Daily keeps you connected and competitive, delivered straight to your inbox. Subscribe to both today at agweb.com/newsletters and never miss a meeting.
Let's go to the markets page at ProFarmer.com and check today's closes. Where December HRW wheat futures are down 2 cents to 5.86 a quarter. December SRW wheat is down 3/4 to 1 cent down to the 5.78 and a half. December corn futures 1 cents a year, 4.06. March corn under a penny, 4.24 and 1/2. November soybean futures 10.14 cents a year, 10 3/4. January beans added 10.5 cents to 10.29 and a half. December cotton today was 77.0 and 70.38. On your livestock, October fat cattle up $1.07 and 1/2, 178 over 2.5. October feeder futures $2.75 higher, 2.39. October lean hog futures today 5 cents lower, 78.90. That market knows every market day is a trade. Are you having a hard time finding the perfect new vehicle? Let our non-commissioned sales professionals help guide you to find the perfect vehicle. Or order one the way you want it and take $1,000 off at Reed Price and Dodge Jeep Ram in St. Joseph. Reed Auto Group is values driven.
Have you lost your health net? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan. You plan to cover doctor visits? What about emergency care? And prescriptions? All covered in plan. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Are you ready to shape the future? Your voice matters. Missouri is crafting its master plan on aging, and we want to hear from you. Visit health.mo.gov/aging to help shape the future for Missouri. Take the statewide needs assessment survey. Your voice counts. Together, we can create a vibrant, inclusive future for all generations. Your input is crucial. Visit the website today and share your thoughts on aging in Missouri. Sponsored by the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. Hey, you. Yes, you. We've got something important to share because we believe everyone deserves support. 988 is for you.
New bridge over here.
With thoughts of suicide,
one? Yeah.
facing a
Open up,
serious
buddy.
crisis, or
Huh?
if you just need someone to talk to. It's not just a lifeline, it's your lifeline.
So
Call,
open.
text,
Yes.
or chat 988 because everyone deserves support.
A driving bridge or a walking bridge?
Brought to you
Well,
by
look
the
at a bike
Missouri
trail.
Department of Mental Health.
All of us have a role to play in promoting a mental health friendly workplace. Whether we're a CEO,
Everybody coming down for the
Or someone with a mental health condition ourselves.
So what can I do to help?
learn more at whatcanyoudocampaigns.org.
In the Ad Council.
Opinions expressed on AgriTalk do not necessarily reflect the views of Farm Journal Broadcasting, affiliate stations, or sponsors. The best talkers in ag, including you. Join the conversation on AgriTalk. Call us at 855-4-TALK-AG. And welcome back to AgriTalk. It's great to have you along with us as we continue coverage of Tristan Beef's Sustainable Ranchers Tour. Today we are in McKinsey, North Dakota. Before we bring in Jay Stone from Black Leg Ranch, I just want to throw out, it's a report day, not a whole lot went on. Not a whole lot expected. Price action, it was all right. I mean, soybeans got a dime out of the deal. We'll take that. Go to ProFarmer.com, and if you're not a member, pro tip, try. ProFarmer.com will get you there. You can read the details. Brian Grady's got a whole write-up. A couple of different people have written up the report there. If you got to have those details, I don't blame you for wanting to take a specific look, because usually me and Chip dive deep into that stuff, but we just don't have time today. So go to ProFarmer.com for more details on the reports. Having said that, let me bring us back to Black Leg Ranch and Jay Stone now.
What do we hear,
Jay,
Dad? Cop.
welcome to Agri Talk. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having
Well,
me,
look
David.
at the side here. Where the driveway
So
at?
where do you fit into the operation there? I think I just spoke to your father, Jerry. Is that correct?
Old
You
Bridge.
did.
What?
Basically, I went off
For
to
parties?
school at Montana State University, got a degree, and my dad told every one of the kids that if we wanted to come back to the
You just
operation,
started?
we had to kind of find our own path,
In an
our
hour.
own niche,
Huh?
because
In an hour.
the cows couldn't support everybody. So
What
I
happened
think
here,
my
Dad?
other
It is right here?
siblings weren't necessarily
Sure.
interested in cattle business, but their paths kind of led them in other directions. So that left a real big opportunity for me, and that's where my interest lied. And so I came back and took over the farming, ranching, and livestock sectors.
What did you study in school? You mind if I ask?
Yeah, I have a degree in animal science, livestock management, and a minor in Indian studies.
Oh, wow.
That's a scene of look white.
That's kind of the
Okay.
definition
Yeah.
of you making your path back to the farm there, isn't it? You got yourself an education on ag matters and whatnot. I was an anthropology major myself. And,
Since 2021.
I spent a fair amount of time.
Well, last time I've been here, right?
Learning about the ones who came before us. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Let me ask you this. If you weren't doing this, what would you be doing?
Well, I still rodeo really, yeah, I still rodeo really heavily, and so